Welcome back, folks, to the one and only EKSE Live. Now, we've got our creative for the day. South African-born singer, began her music career at a young age, singing in church and school music events was all but the beginning for her. Now, after moving to Cape Town in 2014, she rose to prominence after being featured on a single World Deep House track. Today, she joins us in studio and chats about her journey and about upcoming projects. It is, of course, Riley-Roulette. Welcome to the studio.
Hey,
how you
thank
feeling?
you for having me. I'm feeling great.
Good.
I'm feeling great, actually. Yeah.
I'm feeling great because I heard your sound check and I was like,
Awesome.
it's only going to go up from there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I think we need to jump in first and foremost. What was that moment, that light bulb moment where you were like, you know what? Oh wait, this music thing, it's for me to pursue.
Funny enough, because actually growing up, being into music, attending church, singing, being like a worshiper and all of that. So growing up, people are like nagging me, you need to sing, you have a beautiful voice and all of that. So it only started to kick in at like 2021 when I like jumped into a studio, working with my producer, being Pazeo DJ and all of that. So he was like, come on, man, you should just try singing something to this beat. I know you have a beautiful voice. And then that was like when World like was discovered. So it was totally amazing. And yeah, it's definitely was like a feel for me to actually pursue more on it, sharing everything out there, my own like life experiences, and putting them into songs, like putting everything that I like had to go through on a pen and paper, and then like putting a vocal thing on it, and it was like, yeah, totally amazing.
It must be such a validating experience. We've got so many creatives in the world, who it sort of comes from them. But it must be so amazing for you to first have it come from others, other people saying, you need to do this thing.
And not even listening.
And
because I felt like,
click.
but then eventually I was like, what on earth? I should actually do this whole thing and like actually start singing. Because I enjoy it. I sing in the shower. I sing when I'm doing dishes. I definitely like enjoy singing. So it was just like a kick in and like a go for it moment thing for me.
That's so awesome. Now, I believe that you were on a #1 I'm a Piano hit track. From there, all the way to now, can you tell us a little bit about the journey?
It was a definite cool journey for me because I'm a versatile artist for one. So I don't focus on like one specific genre. That's the thing. So moving from like that first song, being that world song, deep house song, to having a whole EP, and I'm a piano EP nogal. So it was definitely like a mad thing. And then people responded well to it. So I flowed from that. And then I also threw in like a single that also was like leading into the album that I recently dropped last month, called Lina Mandla. It was like epic, totally amazing for me.
It's amazing to hear you talk about it because I know that, being a creative is not easy.
Definitely.
At all in any capacity. And I know especially for singers and artists that are using their vocals, it's a grind in multiple ways. Now I want to chat a little bit. I believe that Pain is a new single of yours. What's Pain about? I mean, I can assume that I have a little idea that Pain might be about pain. But can you tell us a little bit more about the lyrics and how you got to the name?
Pain is a story about who? Myself, to be exact. Pain is focusing on how I grew up, the hardships that I had to encounter, the abuse, basically. It was like a rough upbringing. That's all I could just put there. So going through all that like ordeal, growing up, I just decided to like share my life experience with like everybody. Since people liked Riley, I just thought it should put it out there. And then it was actually like a cool thing to put it in paper and all of that because it wasn't a nice feeling to go through, man. Like being abused and all of that. It was very sad. And I actually felt like writing Pain gave me that strength to say, okay, cool, I've overcome that. And like I can feel proud of myself to actually say that, okay, cool, I put that song out there, people are responding positively to it, and they're also like, Riley, your song is amazing. I feel like I actually respond to it and I actually relate to it as well. It's touching my, it's really nice to actually receive that form of feedback.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It must be such a, frustrating thing, but also incredible thing to have somebody say like, I resonate with what you were talking about. But it must be so incredible to just the therapeutic and cathartic experience of putting your pain on paper and sending it out into the world and saying, I've lived through this and I've made it through it and I'm turning art, I'm turning it all into art. Now, what's one of your like dream projects that you would love to work on?
Ooh.
Am I putting you on the spot? A bit of a broad question,
Not
hey?
really, not really, not really. Since I mentioned that I'm actually a versatile artist, I'm actually looking forward on working on a Afro pop like album,
Okay.
you know, like stepping out of it just for a little bit, not focusing on Afro soul, piano, and all the like local genres.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to step out a bit, you know, just do
Yeah.
maybe like an Afro pop, like challenge myself, maybe like from an EP to an album.
I
or
have to
something.
cut you off. We've unfortunately run out of
Ooh.
time, folks. But make sure that you join us in just a few moments. We're going to be hearing more from Riley-Roulette because she's going to be performing for us. So let's head on over to an ad break, but join us after this.